Good morning, Rumble Studios. Good morning, Rumble Studios. Good morning, Rumble Studios. On this 04.16.2025. Current time is 06:11 a.m. Eastern Time here in upstate New York, the southern tier of upstate New York, where I live and reside on this Wednesday, hump day. Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich. That's who I am over there on X as well as here on Rumble. And we are getting our day started here with a good hot cup of coffee. It wouldn't be called a Wednesday morning coffee. It's a coffee, just sitting around drinking some coffee, shooting the breeze. But welcome to the broadcast. And we say good morning right out of the gate here, coming in from Twitch. Our lovely Tina from Jersey. I like calling her our Jersey girl there. She's from Central Jersey. Good morning, Tina. Glad to have you. And then we have Tony D, my brother, veteran, good friend, and fellow broadcaster. He's up in the morning. He's at the job site, I would take it. He's turning a wrench on a particular aircraft. And glad to see you here this morning, Tony. I hope all is well. And I'm seeing you all over on the. Oh, you know what? Oh my God, I forgot it. I forgot it again because Tony's in the thing. Let me get it started here, folks. I almost forgot. It says it's starting right now. Okay, there we are. We're on Facebook now. Okay, it only took us 4 minutes. Sorry, Facebook. We're saying good morning to Tony D. Glad to have you here, my friend, my brother, veteran, and like I said, fellow broadcaster. He broadcasts as the multi broadcasting dude there, I guess. He's all over the place. And good to see you coming in on the Rumble side, but I also see you on the YouTube, and I'm sure you'll be on the Facebook because I just plugged into Facebook. So good morning to Tina and Tony. Tia T this morning, starting it out here. And again, I'm Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich, and it's good to be here on this Wednesday. And I hope everybody has been having a good week so far. I have. I hope you had a good Tuesday yesterday. I did. I had to get the car fixed yesterday. Well, not fixed. I had to get some new brakes. And Tina and Tony exchanging good mornings there as far as that goes. Plug that in. So that's a capability. You can show the comments, and you need to show the comments to the people so that are in there giving the comments. And Tony saying good morning to Tina on Twitch, and then right back at Tina or Tony or Tina, right back from Tina to Tony. Good morning, Tony. I'll get that figured out. But yesterday, yeah, I had to. We I had to take my car in to my mechanic, and he had to put new brakes on. And the car's 5 years old. Need to get some new brakes. So I had the oil change a few months back. I really haven't driven that far since then. So, but we got the oil changed anyway. And well, I had the inspection. I didn't get an oil change, but I still had about 2,000 miles before an oil change. But I said, go ahead, change the oil. We'll get the brakes changed. But he said after the last inspection, you're going to need new brakes. And I'm going to be doing some traveling here at the end of next month here in the state. So I want to make sure my brakes were good. So it's been 5 years. So we ended up getting the brakes taken care of. But the big thing is I went out to breakfast yesterday afterwards. Mrs. and we went out to the River Rock, and we give the plug for the River Rock restaurant village here of Owego. And but it's in the town of Owego. It's right here. And but the River Rock, a great place for breakfast. The owner is a fantastic guy. Always welcoming his folks and stuff. He comes out of New York City, from what the missus was telling me. And but we had a great breakfast. I had the meat lovers omelet with a side of sausage patties. So the missus goes, "What do you need? What do you need those for?" I said, "Well, I want them." Well, you're getting an omelet with the meat lovers, so it's going to be there. So I want to have some sauce. I we go. I only go there like maybe 3 or 4 times during the course of the year. I don't go there every morning and stuff, but it's a special treat. I think the last time we went for breakfast there was, Yeah, it was, Tina. It was good. It's a good place. As we're leaving at the counter, there was I guess I could say this here. I noticed there was one of the Tioga County finest, the Tioga County Sheriff Deputy. He was enjoying his breakfast. So when I got up to the counter, the missus is paying. I get an extra 20 and I throw it to the missus. I said, and I go, and she goes, "What's this for?" And I look over at the waitress that's checking us out because the guy's about 3 seats back here. He can't. I just said, "Go ahead and pay for the officer's breakfast there." And she just looked out and she smiled. And it's like, because I've had my breakfast paid for there by a former coworker and stuff, and I thought that would be neat, just to a welcome surprise for that sheriff deputy. He comes to pay his. Oh, your bill's already taken care of. He goes, what? It's showing the gratitude of a guy that I really respect, and they do a lot of good things here in the county and stuff like that. So I felt good about that. So that was a great start to my morning yesterday. And then uh, yeah, it's. I figure I got to take the opportunity. I was gonna say something. I said no. Let's just do it on the QT, okay, on the quiet, and as I'm walking out, Pam or the missus, oops, the missus said the same thing, Tina. She says it was really nice and stuff like that because she just looked and she smiled too when I said that. It's like it was a spur of the moment. It's like, one of those things that I'm always saying when I get in gas and I see a police officer, or a sheriff's deputy, or a New York State trooper, they're in the next gas aisle. I always walk over, shake their hand, say thank you and stuff like that. And also to our emergency services folks, I've been seeing them in the grocery store the last several weeks because I had to go we go grocery shopping. The missus go, I have to be with her. She couldn't lift anything more than 10 pounds. I had to make sure that because you get a bag of kitty litter, that's a good 20 pounds and stuff. So she doesn't tear anything that she's not supposed to. From what but this week she goes by herself. I don't go to the grocery store anymore. She's off the hook now. So she says you could stay home, and it's like, oh God, because I usually go there. I always find a good conversation with somebody. And this last week we were speaking with an emergency service person from Waltonville here in Tioga County. That's the northern part of the county. He had the jacket on and said Walton Fire Department, and um, so that was interesting. A good day yesterday. Overall, good day. So, but we are. It rained yesterday. It was sort of like April showers yesterday. It rained in the morning and it was sunny. It rained again and stuff. A little cool. I'm seeing cloudy skies out there right now, as far as that goes. And let's see. Oh, well, let me check. Let me check the. Thank you, Tony D, for the salute, my friend. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you, Questad, for liking and retweeting the thought. He retweeted the thought for today and liked the Good Morning Call in Tioga County and southern tier of upstate New York. Post on social media and have fun. Let me check the X Live. We have nobody over there right now. So, and then on the Facebook, and we have nobody over on the Facebook. Okay, that's norm. That's par for course. And we are showing 5 people on Rumble. Rumble rocks. Yeah, Rumble. Keep it going in there, Rumble. We like that. 1 person on local, 1 person on the YouTube, and we have 2 folks over there on X or the Twitch, and we greatly appreciate that. And so let's see. The current temperature right now is went down a degree. It was 36. Now it's 35. I think they're talking snow flurries, maybe. I don't know, but it has to get a lot colder here. Currently 35 degrees Fahrenheit, which equates to 1.6 degrees Celsius. And it's a little cool this morning, but that's okay. It's going to warm up, I'm sure. We have snow will taper off. There's snow flurries in the area. Snow flurries will taper off after 7 a.m. this morning, end of the morning, but skies will remain cloudy this afternoon. High of 42 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds out of the west by northwest at 15 to 25 miles an hour. It was windy last night, and before going to bed, it's windy. Chance of snow 90%. Oh, I see some flurries. Yeah, it's flurrying. It's flurry. It's not sticking though. So we got 90% snow flurries, but it's melting. It's 35 degrees there. Winds could occasionally gust up to 40 miles an hour. So it's going to be a windy day today. Sun will be rising this morning at 0624, which is in about 3 minutes. It's 6:21 a.m. right now here in the southern tier of upstate New York, where I live and reside. So 6:24 a.m. it will be rising and be setting later this evening. I guess it's evening time. It's after 7:48 p.m. Woo, we're getting close to that 8 o'clock in the evening. The sun sets, and during the summer it goes as high as 9 o'clock. So we're getting extra minutes every day of sunlight as far as that goes. Our world times and temperatures as I speak at Honolulu, Hawaii, 12:22 a.m. Cloudy skies with a little clearing, 73 degrees Fahrenheit. In Phoenix, Arizona, at 3:22 a.m. currently there in Phoenix. Clear skies, 66 degrees Fahrenheit. Chicago, Illinois, at 5:22 a.m. their current time. Clear skies, 37 degrees Fahrenheit. In New York City, the jungle, as I like to call it, down in the city, it is at 6:23 a.m. 6:23 a.m. here in upstate New York, the southern tier of upstate New York. Love saying that. Let's see. Cloudy skies, 46 degrees Fahrenheit. In let's see. I don't know, Tina. You going to give me your temperature? You usually do. I got Tony here. I don't have you. If you want to jump in, just there it is. Okay, there she goes. She was reading my mind. That's good. From in Central Jersey, Tina says it is 54 degrees Fahrenheit there in Central Jersey, and 54 for the high, 37 for the low in New Jersey, as far as that goes. And sounds like the same temperatures there. Down in Warner Robins, Warner Robins, Georgia, Tony D, he shows it's currently 47 degrees Fahrenheit, 74 for the high. Ooh, that's plus. I like the 70s, the early 70s for temperature. 47 for the low. And thank you, Tony D, for the weather up there, and Warner Robins, Georgia. And going across the pond, the Atlantic Ocean, to Cork, Ireland at 11:24 a.m. 50 degrees Fahrenheit, cloudy skies in Cork, and over in Milan, Italia at 12:24 p.m. Mangia, mangia, mangia. I love saying that. Mangia, lunchtime in Milan. I've had lunch in Milan. I spent 7 years. I lived 7 years total in Italy. Northern Italy is gorgeous. I love it. The only thing I don't like about it when you go, I haven't been back since I left there, being the missus when we got stationed there a second time. You don't have the lira anymore. You got that euro. I don't know. But Milan, Italia at 12:25 p.m. It's 63 degrees Fahrenheit, cloudy skies there. And hopping over to Kuala Lumpur, well, they've had thunder showers for the last 2 days, but now it's sunny and clear in Kuala Lumpur at 6:25 p.m. They're 12 hours ahead of us here in the east coast of the United States. But 91 degrees in Kuala Lumpur, sunny and clear. In Tokyo, Japan at 7:25 p.m. in their evening, clear skies, 63 degrees Fahrenheit, and down under on the great continent and great country of Australia, Melbourne, Australia at 8:25 p.m. Clear skies, 72 degrees Fahrenheit, and Sydney, Australia at 8:25 p.m. Cloudy skies there in Sydney, 66 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah, 72 degrees in Melbourne, 66 degrees in Sydney. in Australia, a great friend, great ally, and we appreciate that friendship. Great country too. I'd love to visit there. It's on my bucket list to visit. Okay, then those are world times and temperatures as I speak. And um, let's see. I did get some things. I said I got in the mail. Let me bring this up. I got this. Oh, what happened there? It fell down. Oh, my other mouse. My other mouse. I got a new mouse, and it's a gaming mouse. And look at this. Look at this thing. It has colors. Oh, I dropped my. I got to make sure I don't drop the broadcast. But look at this. Look at this. This is the mouse I have. It has the controls. There's a button over here, right there. Look at all these buttons on the side. There's like 12 buttons right there. I have this little doodad. I can increase the DPI on it. I got 2 buttons here, but there's 12 buttons on here, and it lights up. It lights up as far as. Let me show you the full. See that? It's called a Red Dragon, and I got it green because my headset here. Oh, what do we got here? Let me get this. I got that in the see my green. If I light these up, now that mouse I can change a different color. But if on my headset, I think I've shown you that I use this for gaming and broadcasting. But this is show and tell time here, folks. See how it lights up too? So my mouse matches now my headset with the lights. I got that, and I got a green screen. The green screen's all right. I don't really need it. It defines it a little bit. When I'm gaming, I have my background out, and I got the game behind me, so it gives me a silhouette. And it works pretty good. And then the other thing I can't show, it's a phone holder on my Joby. So I'm loving the phone back where it's at. It's high, and this is a good. Only thing is you got to twist it. You got to untwist it to open up the clamp, and then you twist it. You screw it back in. It's not a pop in, pop out type thing, but give that aside. The thing is fantastic. I love it. So I got those things in the mail Monday. Delivered. So that was pretty cool as far as that goes. So I'm loving this new mouse. It's smooth. I used it yesterday for PUBG Battlegrounds. Oh, it was my game improved. I'm not a fantastic player, but it improved to where I can be in the battle now. More buttons for you to play with. Yeah, exactly, Tina. That's good. Exactly. You know how I love playing with those buttons. That's good. That's a good one right there. Oh wow. I know there's a reason why I have you in the chat, right? That's a good one. That's more buttons. I'm always playing with the buttons here on the broadcast. That's a good one, Tina. Thank you. So I'm having fun. I played some games yesterday with my PUBG Battlegrounds game playing mate, Wingnut. Give him a shout out over there in Scotland, and he's a great player. He says he's good, but there's better players. I said, no, you're better than me, but it's fun. I guess when I get whacked, we went into this one place on the map, Erangel. It's got an area called Pachinki. And it's a hot drop. You drop down there, you better grab a gun and some ammo quick because you're gonna get killed right above. And yesterday, I got my ass handed to me at that location. But it's always fun playing that game, and we're gonna be playing again today. And I do have to do some broadcasting on Lord of the Rings Online, so we may be doing that tonight. Tomorrow night will be Let's Talk Football. I'm not sure how long that's going to last. Just as a programming note, XFL. I'm not sure. It's not getting the attention that it did last year, and it's showing in the stands even after the second game or the game there on Sunday. The second game on Sunday between the St. Louis Battlehawks. They usually have a full stadium. They were keeping their camera low and they weren't showing the crowds. The crowds were not prominent, so I'm not sure if that's going to have an effect. But we'll talk about it this Thursday at Let's Talk Football. Okay, let's see. We do have a thought for today. Our thought for today comes from a gentleman, and I think we may have had this one before, but it is still a good one. It's a guy that I don't say I dislike, but I'm not a fan of because he took a lot more credit, I think, than what he should have. But um, and that is a gentleman named Steve Jobs, and I mentioned that name. Everybody knows who Steve Jobs is. So and Steve Paul Jobs was an American entrepreneur, inventor, and investor. I don't know if he was inventor. He was able to create. He had good people working for him. But he co-founded Apple with Steve Wozniak, and there was one other gentleman. They're not saying in 1976. Jobs is widely considered a visionary and pioneer of consumer electronics. Yeah, he had ideas, and he had people create those ideas, and that's what Wozniak did. He built the computer. I think Steve Jobs did a little bit, I guess, but and the personal computer. He is credited with revolutionizing the computer industry. I don't know about that, the phone industry mostly, by making machines more intuitive. Yeah, I guess an Apple computer. Yeah, the iPad Mini. I have the first generation here. The things I like it. So, but Steve Jobs has a quote for our thought for the day, and it's as follows: "Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life." Yeah, there's people out there that say, "Oh, I want to be this person. I want to be this person." No, that's somebody else's. Live your life, as far as that goes, and that's exactly. It's emphasizing the importance of living authentically and pursuing your own passions rather than conforming to society expectations. Somebody expects you, oh, you need to do this, you need to do that. No, do what you want to do, as far as that goes. And he passed young. Yes, he did, Tina. He did pass young, and Tina says that's true. Yeah. So I think we've had this quote on here before. It's just cycled through and stuff like that. But your time is limited, and make the most of life each and every day. So don't waste it living somebody else's. So I think I've done that for the most part. I've lived my own life. I've been my own person. I tried taking aspects of other people's. If they, a person that you emulate or try to emulate, you emulate the things you should be emulating are the goodness, the kindness that the person. I'm not going to emulate the trait of being bad and stuff. No, I'm not that. That's not how I grew up. That's not how I've lived my life thus far. It's always helping others or try to help others when I can and stuff. You can see a little bit of snow flurries there. See it? You can see the snow flurries. We do have some snow here in April. April 16th, and it's snowing still. Look at that. You can see it right out there. Morning.
Good morning.
It's snowing out.
I know.
She doesn't. She doesn't like it. She does not like the snow, as far as that goes. And so there's our thought for today from Steve Jobs. Thank you, sir. God bless and Godspeed. Even though I'm not really a fan of yours, but that's okay. Let's see, our national day today. Oh, let me see something. Something just came in on the wire here. No, we're going to deny it. I got to thank Laura about what he told me to do. And Tina says good morning.
Good morning, Tina.
And she doesn't like snow either.
Good. Yeah, why?
She can't. You heard that. She's getting her coffee. Let's see here. Our national day today. Let's see what it is. We have National Pathway Day. I don't know about that. National Banana Day. That's a good. Maybe that one. I like bananas. We're out of bananas. I usually get them Let's see. We have National. Oh wait, is this? Yeah, this is today's National Bean Counting Day. I used to be a bean counting man. We used to call the we count the product. And when I was a technician at IBM working manufacturing, we had to count the jobs and all that. That's the bean counting. National Orchid Day. Last week, when I was in the grocery store, they had the flower shop there. They had these beautiful orchids. I walked by. I thought, oh, these are fake flowers, and I'm looking at, and the lady, she says, no, they're real. I'm looking. Oh my God, they're gorgeous. They were expensive orchids. I forget what they cost. Let's see, National Health Care Decisions Day. So we should be doing that every day. We're gonna go with today is National Banana Day. I like bananas. Bananas are good in potassium as far as that goes. And they're good for banana splits. On the third Wednesday, yeah, Tina says good on that one. Okay. On the third Wednesday in April, take a bite of the fruit that also makes an excellent prop for jokes on National Banana Day. Yeah, bananas, it's a funny food. Hashtag National Banana Day. The day focuses on the nutrition of the fruits as well as the way comedy has used the banana in its acts. The low fat, low calorie snack offers a boost of fiber, potassium, and vitamins, with B6 and C leading the way, which I love it for that. It also provides a healthy gram of protein too. And when I was running track, we used to always have a bunch of bananas. Well, we were a bunch of bananas there, as far as our coach used to say. They're good for potassium, and potassium is an essential element that you should have when you're doing a lot of sports. Add a banana in your morning cereal, and the missus does that, or grab one to go with your granola. They also add so much delicious flavor to baked goods. Many bakers know that when those bananas turn brown, to toss them in the freezer for baking muffins and bread. And who doesn't like banana bread? I could smell it right now. I want some banana bread is outstanding. So today is National Banana Bread or Banana Day. So you can make banana bread. There we go. And let's see, my daughter and Hallie eat one. Yeah, we usually get them when we for the last several weeks, Tina. We usually get them on our grocery day is like a Thursday, and the missus buys them, and they're eaten up by the weekend. Okay, that and what am I going to get? Oh, grapes. Grapes are great. I love not the dark grapes, the pale grapes. I love those. They've been tasting good here, but bananas you can't beat them. That's when I have my banana consumption there and stuff like that. Bananas are good for you. There's some people don't like bananas. They say they're too rich in sugar and stuff like that. It's natural sugar. I don't hear this. You got to cut your sugar down. Don't eat a banana because of it's natural sugar. There's other elements in the banana that's more healthy. So eat a banana, stuff it in your mouth. There we go. Yesterday on the audio podcast over there on Spotify for Creators, we did have a a story there that was about an elusive cat down there in Chile, and I call it the Colorado. It's actually called a Coca-Cola cat. They've actually found one, and it's got stripes on its bottom. It's like a pajama, and then it looks like a house cat. It looks like one of my cats, the face and stuff like that. So, very unique cat. I guess it's been overlooked because it's one of those small creatures there that it's not really on the endangered list, but it could be. But there's conservationists that are working on trying to preserve and increase to help increase the population of that particular animal down there. It's a gorgeous cat. You can check it out. There's a picture of it over on my. Well, let's go ahead and take a look at it over on my Twitter, my X feed. Let me go ahead and bring it up here. Let's see. Stand by for a moment, please. Let's see. We get rid of this, get rid of that, and go to present. There's a Cola cat. Look at that cat. Oh, wait a minute. I got to bring it up here. Hang on. There it is. Look at that cat. It's got the brown and yellow stripes from its waist down, and then it's all silvery up top. So it's like a lynx on the bottom half, and the top half it's like a house cat. So that's pretty neat. I think that is pretty cool as far as that goes. And okay, so that's that. We do have 100 years ago. We do have 100 years ago as far as over there from Fox 40 from Roger Luther. I looked at that and I said, oh, the folks will be happy on the and that, yeah, that is cool. It's called a Cola cat. COLE Cola cat down there in what did I say that was? Yeah, just down there in Chile. Oh no, COLO Cola cat. It was captured on a trail cam. That picture, and it's a very elusive cat. They're not sure what its habitat, what its habitats are and stuff like that. So I guess there's a video on YouTube of it. So look up Cola cat cam. And they'll have a picture of it. And it's a beautiful cat. Look, the picture is beautiful. Beautiful cat. Oh, there it is. A Cola cat. Let's see. There's nothing on that history tab. Let me see. Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, I got to bring this page up here. I forgot to bring this page. I got my wires crossed here. Okay, let's go ahead and bring up 100 years ago. And let me see if I can get it here. There we go. 100 years ago, as far as that goes, as of April 14th, which is this past Monday. So we're back in the routine here, as far as that goes. And let's see, we can put that right there. And made it just in time. Good day, folks. Hey, Wandering Australian. Hey, how you doing? Glad to see you here. Great to have you. The Wandering Australia coming in from Australia, down under. How you doing, mate? Good morning. And glad to see you. I hope all is well. Yeah, you made it just in time for 100 years ago. We haven't had them for the last week or so. Let's go ahead and start this. And let me see. Let me turn my camera off first. Pushing my buttons. Okay, here we go. 100 years ago.
Our segment on sharing some of Broome County's past every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We will look at what made headlines in Broome County 100 years ago. Delivering that news for us right now is Broome County historian and president of the Preservation Association of the Southern Tier, Roger Luther, brought to you by UHS.
100 years ago today, there are 36 candidates up for citizenship at the next session of Naturalization Court. Most of the candidates are from Italy, Poland, and Czechoslovakia, with others from Lithuania, Greece, Hungary, Romania, and Turkey. 250 members of the Polish community attended a meeting last night, at which time the congregation of the Polish National Catholic Church at Binghamton was formally organized. A new pipe organ is being installed at the Fairview Methodist Church on Robinson Street. The red light district on Kenwood Avenue was raided by police Saturday night. Officers discovered a gambling den and made several arrests. And finally, Binghamton's Commissioner of Public Safety announced that plans are being made to launch one of the biggest drives against vice that has ever been attempted in this city. That was the news, April 14th, 1925.
I gotta love Roger Luther. Oh my God, that is so good. They raided the red light district. Now they're going to have a strong push as launching one of the biggest drives to get rid of Vice, get rid of the red light district. It's tough, but I think that first one's interesting. That even 100 years ago, we had 36 candidates for citizenship. That people came in here in this country the right way, the legal way, and I think that sets the example of folks today, that people that came across the southern border here the last several years illegally. A vast majority of them they're self-deporting, as you would say. They're going after the worst of the worst of those that cross the border. There's always controversy, they just let them all in, but now that we want to take them back, deport them and stuff, they have to go to court now. Doesn't work that way and stuff. If they're a detriment to the country, they need to go immediately. So it's good to hear. 100 years ago, there was 36 candidates that did it the right way. Folks from Italy, Poland, Czechoslovakia, and others from Lithuania agreed. A good mixture of foreign nationals that wanted to come here to the United States the right way, the legal way, and as far as that goes. So thank you, Roger Luther, and that red light district. That is so funny. That is so funny. Okay, there we go. And that's good to have the 100 years ago, because in another minute and 40 seconds, Tina, we're going to have a commercial. I don't know if you've been getting the commercials, not get the commercials. Let's see. And I'm just checking my Twitch feeds. I see Jim Figerty up there, Lamb, but I don't see. So let's see if we finish up the history here for this April 16th, 2025. We had Charlie Chatham in 1889, was born in London. Happy birthday, Charlie Chatham. The first movie maker to take complete control of his films as the actor, writer, and director. In 1910, the oldest existing ice hockey arena still used for sports in the 21st century, now called Matthew Arena, is considered the spectator's dream venue, opened for the first time 1910. 1962, Walter Cronkite, first anchored the CBS evening news broadcast. Later, he became the most trusted man in America, and I could attest to that. I trusted every time I listened to him each night. Turned public opinion against U.S. aggression in Vietnam in 1962. He told, as far as that goes. Oh, Captain Rehab, good morning. Yeah, he told you the right way. Yeah, okay, yeah. Dig a tunnel there, my friend.
Morning, Captain Rehab.
See, she beat you to the punch. She said, good morning to you, Captain Rehab. You feel special today, man. You got a out of the blue good morning from the missus here. Let me see. A few hundred pounds, okay. Let's see. On this day, 1963, Dr. Martin Luther King penned the most famous letter from the Birmingham jail while incarcerated in Alabama for protesting, saying injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. And he did it peacefully. He protested peacefully. 1964, the Rolling Stones released their debut album, The Rolling Stones. It was issued in the U.S. as England's newest hit makers. And let's see, on this day also, on April 16th, historical events included the Virginia Tech shooting. God, I remember that. That was sad. In 2007, the Apollo 16 launch in 1972. And we talked about Martin Luther King's writing, Martin King Jr.'s letter from Birmingham jail in 1963. And on this day, we had Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Bill Belichick. They were also born on this day. So happy birthday to both of them, as far as that goes. And Captain Rehab says good morning to the missus. And okay. Oh, you are a funny one, Captain Rehab, as far as that goes. Um, let's see, we're at 42. Oh, who's this? We got Urga Leo. Who is that? Over. Oh, I got to bring up my YouTube. We got somebody commenting on the YouTube. Let me see. Just hang on for a minute. Let's check that out. Is that going to go? Hey, Liberty! Liberty is on the Rumble. Good morning, Liberty. Tony D. Okay, I didn't see the. I saw it come up in the Rumble. Um, let's see, thumbs up, stirring, and then you got the crap emojis. What the hell is that? I don't know what that is. So we'll keep an eye on you, ERG. And good morning to Liberty. Good morning. Glad to have you here, coming in from the Buffalo area out there in Western New York and stuff like that. Yeah, you got it. You know the drill. Coffee. Yes, thank you. Glad to have you here, Liberty. Hope all is well out there. Do you got some snow out there? We got a little bit of flurries going on here. Flurry action. Let's see. Let's check the flurry action. Oh, it's simmered down. We got a little. There's a little bit of snow. You can see there's snow right there. Look at that snow. We got a little snow. Um, and Tina's saying good morning to Captain Rehab. As far as that, there you go. Say your aunt is saying good morning to you, Captain Rehab. And you can keep it. Lots of oh, okay. So you don't have snow this morning. Yeah, we can keep it. Yeah, exactly. You can keep the snow and stuff. And Captain Rehab returning a hello back to Auntie Tina. And are you sure that's not dead? No, that's not dead. That right there is snow. We got a dusting of snow this morning. And Liberty says no snow out in Buffalo, as far as that going. The same back to you, Captain Rehab, keeping it real. Captain Rehab coming in from the city of brotherly love. Glad to have you here, my friend. Hope it's all well down there. Where Captain? When did he came in? When were you walking the streets? I guess it was Friday, last Friday, or was it Monday? Monday morning you came in. You were walking the streets of Philadelphia early morning where there's nobody around. That must have been cool. You know, with the streets real quiet, but you got the whole streets to yourself. When you said that, that's what I was thinking, because I can remember. It reminded me when I was a kid, when I was visiting my grandparents down in Brooklyn on Avenue N, and each morning my grandmother would give me some money to go down to the corner store to get a quart of milk, because she got milk every morning. She didn't leave any milk in the ice box, and that's what she called it. She called it the ice box, and and I just remember walking down the street. It was so quiet and so peaceful. Oh, was that Saturday? Oh, okay. That was when I was doing the live. Okay, that was the game. Okay, that was Saturday. Thank you, Captain Rehab. That was Saturday. I'm not going to do that. I'm not commenting on criminal elements here, Captain Rehab. No, I think it was. Yeah, it might have been. No, it wasn't Saturday. It was Sunday. Yeah, you're right. It was Brooklyn. Yeah, Brooklyn. Yeah, I spent many a summer. I spent quite a few summers. Yeah, it was Sunday. It was Sunday because I took Saturday off. But yeah, Brooklyn. Your dad grew up in Brooklyn? That's where my father grew up. He was born in Manhattan, but he grew up in Brooklyn. He was one of the original Bowery Boys. You know who the Bowery Boys are? As far as that goes? Dad grew up in Brooklyn. Let's see. Back then, every other street had a corner store. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And that was probably the case up there in Buffalo, too. Most major cities, there was always a corner store. And I would go down there and I would get a quart of milk, and I would pick up the New York Post in the evening, or the New York Post and the Daily Post for my grandfather. He always got those every morning. So when I was there, they didn't have to walk down. I ended up walking down. And you were in the chair Saturday. No, I wasn't. I took that day off. And oh, you did. Oh, you do not. Okay, you don't know about the Bowery Boys. My dad was born in 1946. Okay, that was after my dad. I think he was born in 1928. So yeah, I think it was 28, 38. And he snuck into the Navy, I think, when he was 16 or 17. I think it was either 27, 30, because he was 17 when he was in the Navy. After he was in the last year of World War II. And he was born in Manhattan, but grew up in Brooklyn. He was like I said, if you, I just put it out there. I'm not going to explain it, but he was one of the original Bowery Boys. There was a show on TV. It's called the Bowery Boys. It's this gang, early gang, but they were a good gang, so to speak. And he always called himself one of the original Bowery Boys. His favorite actor, my father's favorite actor, was James Dean. He loved James Dean, as far as that goes. We need to confirm the missing. Yeah, was I in the chair? I was here in the chair, but I wasn't live. I was playing around here on the computer Saturday. You know, I'm in the chair every day playing PUBG Battlegrounds. As far as that goes, Captain Rehab. Oh, your dad was in the Army? Okay, so he went in after World. Well, hold on. He was born in 46, so it was later. Probably in the 50s, he was in the Army. As far as that goes. So, okay, folks, we're going to go ahead. Let me see. Let's check the check the. Oh no, Hal's not on. I don't see him on Twitch, Tina. He's not on Twitch, but we're going to go ahead and take a break. We're coming up on 50 minutes and stuff, so I need to get. I got to refresh my coffee here. This coffee's going good. I'm in the chair every day, Captain Rehab, okay?
Yes,
Did you hear that? She says, yes, he is. So she confirmed it. I sit in this chair a part of the day, each and every day, because I want to see what's going on in the world. This is my portal out there to the world. And, being able to say, no, don't. I'm not going. I'm just taking a break. I got to get another coffee. I got to check the cat boxes too. So we'll be right back as far as that goes, folks. And you just hang loose, and we're going to be listening to Bubblegum Ball Game. What else are we going to listen to? I got to change. This is free, copyright free from YouTube as far as the music that he used. I should say that more often because I think there was I know it's copyright music, but it was over on Spotify for Creators, which incidentally, this broadcast is repurposed audio-wise on Spotify for Creators. But I had like 20 indications that I was using. I didn't have the rights to use this. It's off of YouTube. It says copyright free, for Christ's sakes. It's like, but all the music I use is copyrighted free. As far as that goes, so and there's a lot out there. There's a lot of good music, and a lot of people using the AI music now. So we will be right back, folks. And we're back. We're back. We are back. This took a little extra time there. I had to get the missus has one of the cats on her lap out there in the living room, so she couldn't get up. So I got her a cup of coffee, and as far as that goes, and plus I cleaned the cat box, taking care of Jack, making sure he went to the bathroom and stuff, and all that. And what's that? Rich is going to kill me. Have you ever? No, I'm not going to. That's funny. I'm not going to kill you. That's funny. You're all right, Captain Rehab. Rich is going to kill me. No, not. You're fine. You're right in that parameter. Okay, you're good. Believe me, you're fine. I've known you long enough, there, Captain Rehab. That and then Liberty coming in with the what kind is that? That's one of those. What kind of dog is that called? Doing the music thing there, doing the dancing, and Tina says thanks. Okay, so I guess yep, Hal's up. He's up on the board. Okay, and then there's that another version of that. What do they call that dog? That's and Tina's saying bye. She's over there because Hal is on. And did you need to take a tinkle? I'm not going to answer that question. I do a lot of the Mrs. Laugh. It's an hour break. I'm an old delusional man there. It's soon to be 67 here, and so I have to take a bathroom break. So I do a lot of things and stuff. Most important thing is though is the fact that I got my cup of coffee. We got the second cup of coffee here on the Wednesday morning coffee for April 16th, 2025 at Rumble Video Broadcast. And Captain Rehab saying, did I take it? Everybody takes a tinkle. Did you take your tinkle while you're watching my broadcast? But we got our second cup of coffee. And yeah, he said, exactly. I know sometimes that takes longer. No, it doesn't take that. It's the same. It's just I got other things. I got to clean the cat box because I have 5 cats, for Christ's sakes. They wake up after they get done eating. They're pissing and crapping all over all over the cat boxes and stuff. They got to be cleaned up. You just don't leave them there. And as far as that goes, and Captain Rehab says, "My goodness." Okay, Captain Rehab, you have a question. Let's keep it clean. You know the rules, okay?
No, I don't hold it for him.
No, okay. Did she answer the question? I'm not even going to repeat that. If you heard that, you heard that. Oh my God. So, did you hear that, Captain? You're probably laughing your ass off right now if you heard that. No, it's too early in the morning for that type of talk, though. As it goes. Oh, you didn't hear? That's good. Okay. I'm not going to repeat it. Okay, this is a little legitimate question. What is environmentally friendly about bathrooms that have air dryers instead of paper towels, but they have single-ply toilet paper? Well, my general practice is I try not to take a crap unless I absolutely have to in a public toilet. I usually take care of that business beforehand, but when I do have to go, I always wash my hands. But there's some bathrooms, for the most part, I think after COVID, public bathrooms have gotten a little bit better and stuff. But what do I prefer? I don't know. It depends on the grocery store we go to. They have a very nice bathroom, matter of fact, and what is it? They have. What's that? What was that?
Well, he's saying, why don't they have air dryers in the toilet stalls?
Oh, is that what you meant? I think the missus got lots of laugh. Just kidding. Oh, you're just kidding. Okay. I guess I'm being dry humor here and stuff. I guess the missus thought you meant have air dryers in the stalls there. I like the only thing I don't like about the air dryers, their pitch is so high now that I don't really care for the noise they produce. And yeah, you're just kidding. You're always kidding there, my friend. Um, but you could tell. I mean, one of the things my older brother told me, and because he used to be in the, he used to manage a Pizza Hut and stuff, and he was adamant to keep his particular restaurant. I mean, it's clean. It was probably one of the cleanest places you could go to and stuff like that. And he was always finicky about the bathrooms because Richie, any opinion on? Oh no, I have no opinion on him. That's a European thing. Okay, I consider that a European thing. So I have no opinion. It's like you go to the bathroom, go to the bathroom. How you clean up afterwards, that's at your discretion, I guess. And sometimes whatever you have available. But anyway, um, and my older brother said, you go into any business, and you can tell what type of business that is by going into their bathroom. You're laughing at that one, yeah, yeah, yeah. So and he was true about that because ever since then, every time since he's told me that, and that's just years ago, when he was still managing a Pizza Hut, he was on the verge of becoming moving up the corporate ladder for the restaurant he was managing because it was one of the best Pizza Hut restaurants. This is back in the early '80s, and then he ended up getting fired because he was a little outspoken, I guess, to this corporate head that didn't like him. So, um, and he ended up going into construction business for himself and all that and whatnot. Let's see. Liberty says, remember those nasty ones you used to pull and they were on a roll and you were wiping your hands with someone else? Oh, I never used those, Liberty. I know what it takes. They had those down in New York City. I remember as a kid seeing those, and it's like, I'm not touching that thing. You don't know where that's been. Exactly. But, you would run it through and it would supposedly self-clean. Yeah, they were in the gas stations. Exactly. I never touched those. I think I can remember as a kid, I probably washed my hands or rinsed my hands if I had to. But if it's a dirty bathroom, I'll try and do my like Captain Rehab said, I do my little tinkle and leave and stuff like that because it's just like my hands are probably just as clean and stuff. Liberty's lap, yeah. Oh my God, yeah, those were. But my older brother, I think, was right. And you could go into any business. You look at their bathroom. If their bathroom is spick and span, that means their business is good. If it's you got shit on, you got papers and all that, and it's not. It doesn't look clean. The mirror is all musty and stuff. It's you could tell. McDonald's. I worked part time at a McDonald's up there in outside Boston when I was in the Air Force in the early '80s, and that was one of the things I had to do was mop out the bathrooms and stuff, and then make sure I wash my hand and go on a break and stuff like that. The new generation thinks we had it easy. Yeah, exactly. um, but that's the first thing. For me, that's a tall tale sign. But I'm pretty specific on where I go now on stores. I don't venture off onto other stores or whatever, and I don't travel that much anymore. So I pretty know the bathroom. Now, when I was still working the day job, oh, they had bathrooms all over the place, and that was cool because we were all over the. It was a wide campus, a very big campus, and because of various things going on, I was always walking all over the place and stuff, assisting folks, I guess you could say, in a manner of speaking, on the job that had to be um, and there was a good cleaning service that took care of them and stuff like that. So, but okay, enough about the bathroom talk. If you ever have to wipe with leaves, make sure exactly make sure well, poison ivy is a little prickly, so I don't think I'd want, exactly, you don't want poison ivy on your butt and stuff like that. So, but yeah, it's always good when you're out in the woods to make sure you have some tissue with you or some a roll of toilet paper and stuff like that. That was we would go camping up on the hill there, which is now I grew up in Appalachian, New York, and on the back hill there, on the street I lived, was at Waterman Conservation Center. You can look it up, Waterman Conservation Center. That's where we did our camping and stuff as kids. We always made sure there's at least there would be we would have like it would be what the gang we had like anywhere from 5 to 10 kids that we hung with. We grew up on the street, played kickball, and we played army and all that when we were kids. And we would during the summer we'd go camping up in the woods, and we made sure there was at least 2 or 3 people that brought a roll of toilet paper. Let's see. Sometimes when I go camping, I bring a piece of my ex-wing coin and use as a toilet. Okay. Oh, I should. I can't to rehab. Just joking again. That's a good one. I shouldn't have put that up. That was right on the borderline, I guess. Your comments get pre-read. You know very well, Captain Rehab. It's like you get some of them slip by there and stuff. So, let's see. And Liberty's, she's laughing at Captain Rehab from the Rumble. She's laughing at she likes that. You're a funny person there, Captain Rehab. Okay, let's see. Let's see. In sports, what do we have on sports here? Let's go with the sports here. NBA, the NBA now, I was wondering because I was looking at the scores yesterday when I was doing the audio podcast, and I'm thinking, what is this tournament that they're in? They got these games, and what is it? They have this play-in tournament. And I'm thinking, what tournament? And the thing it is, I guess it's for the teams that didn't make the playoffs are playing for the last 2 spots for a playoff spot, and that's how they do it in the. Let me open this for Jack. Oh, robins are still bopping around out there. Here we go, Jack. You want to get up in the window? Let me get this window here. So I was looking at the scores yesterday, and I'm like, what? The play-in tournament. That I was looking at that yesterday. I had no clue what they were doing with that. I said, "Where's the scores?" It's like, okay, maybe they're taking the day off or something like that. And it's for the teams that did make the playoffs automatic. How many did they take in the? What did they take? The top 6, top 7 or 8? Captain Rehab, and then I'm trying to think what they have for but last night the Hawks beat the Magic and the Grizzlies lost to the Warriors. So I guess it's a single elimination. So I'm just wondering, okay, here it is. What's the green? Okay, so they go down to the top 6. Let's see. I'm looking at the conference right now. So for the Eastern, the Cavaliers are in it. Celtics, Knicks, Pacers, Bucks, Pistons. So it's the top 6. What's orange? Orange. Maybe it's the top 10. It's the top 10. Lakers will win the championship. Yeah, I don't think so. I think it's Celtics. Okay, so it's the top 10. So Magic, Hawks, Bulls, and Heat. Yeah, the top 10 clinch a playoff position. So right on then you have number 11 is the Raptors, Nets, the 76ers. They're 13th. I'd like to see the 76ers get into the playoffs, Captain Rehab. They're always a good team. In the Western Conference, let's see who made it there. So they're playing the tournament now until Saturday starts the playoff for the NBA. So we have the Thunder, Rockets, your Lakers. Are you a Laker fan, Captain Rehab? If you're saying the Lakers will win the championship, I think you're a Laker fan. I thought you were a 76ers. 76ers can't. Okay, they can't. Okay. Let's see. Lakers are third. Nuggets are fourth. Clippers, Timberwolves, Warriors, Grizzlies, Kings, and Mavericks. My Phoenix Suns, that's the only team I like in that conference. Oh, 76ers season's done? Okay, so they got a lot of – okay, yeah. It's a shame. They've had some good players on that team over the years and stuff. I don't know. They've come close, but no cigar. So that's what's going on with the in-game. Okay, so I'm on board there. You got so let's see. Today you're going to have the Heats and Bulls, Mavericks and Kings, and Hawks and Grizzlies are in the next round. So that's the first thing. I like Dalton. I can't pronounce his last name, but he's a rookie. I don't know who that is. I have no idea. I don't know any of the players other than I can't even think of the Celtics play. I know who they are when I'm watching, but I don't follow the names don't stay in my memory that as far as that goes. But I'm hoping for the Celtics. The Cavaliers though, they're looking hot though. They are looking hot as far as that goes for we could do no way, can we? Oh, let's do this, folks. We haven't done one in a while. Let's do one. Oh, it just went. We went. Come on, Rumble. Give me one more person. I had a read campaign. I haven't done one in a while. What are you doing, Jackie Jack? Uh-oh. Is there a cat out there? Oh, the orange cat is walking by. Jackie's all excited. Oh, come on. I need one more person on Rumble, folks. Hey, people on Rumble, call somebody up. Tell them to come up on the broadcast so I can do a read campaign. It blipped and it blipped out. So we could talk about some coffee. Okay, you looking for that cat? He went bye-bye. We got some cats, neighborhood cats that come by. Continuing with sports, Major League Baseball. We'll keep an eye on that. Yeah, we need a campaign. We need a campaign. I haven't done a campaign in a while. It was at 14. We're right now we're at 13. We have 9 folks on Rumble, 1 person on Locals, 1 person, 2 people on. How many people do we got on YouTube? Yeah, we have 1 person on YouTube. How many folks? Man, they got to bring the people in on the X Live. How many people we have on X Live? Oh, we have 0 people on X Live. Okay, they're not going to help us. We're at 14 again. Okay, let's get this. Can we get it? Oh, come on. Come on, the campaign. Come on, give me the campaign, folks. Let's go. No campaigns. Let's revive that. They had one in there for 14. Now, thank you, Rumble, but it's not showing. Okay, Rumble's not letting us. There was one in there for 14. I usually have to have at least 20, 25 to 30 to get a campaign now. As far as that. Yeah, we need a campaign there. Well, maybe one will come. I got to keep track. I like when Rich will tell us about the coffee. Yeah, that's the one that flashed up. I like saying that one. That's a good one. So, yeah, it's not coming up. We got 15. Come on, Rumble. Give me the campaign. What's going on there, folks? If you want me to read this, show me the campaign. It's not coming up. Okay. Thank you, Rumble. We got 11 folks on Rumble. Rumble rocks. Yeah, I do like doing I love doing the coffee one. We had some of that coffee. I'm not going to say what coffee because that's part of the campaign. I've got the prop right here. See, I got the prop. That was the first bag of it. No, I'm not going to practice. No, because if I say that, then I have to tag it on Twitch and Rumble, and I'm not going to do that. That's extra work. Unless I'm getting, I think it was like for 14 cents. That's more than what I make for sitting here for 2 hours. I think the Monday broadcast I made a nickel. Thanks to you folks. Appreciate that. Thanks to you folks. I make a nickel. I'm up in that range where I make a nickel almost every other broadcast. And some broadcasts I don't make anything. So it's pennies. That's all it is. But pennies add up. It enables me. Oh, did I show you my new? I got a few things. I got a phone holder. Okay, I can't show you that. I got a green screen thing that attaches to the chair. But this is my newest acquisition here. I got a new mouse. It's a Red Dragon mouse. 14 cents. Wonder if the tariff impacts it. No, that's not. That's tariff doesn't impact that. Now we got 16. Come on, Rumble. Keep it going. Keep it going to 20. And I'll do a rate. We'll show that you want Fireman Rich to do a read campaign. Give me the love. Boost up the audience there in Rumble. Rumble rocks. We got 12 people on Rumble right now. That's cool. I like that. I love Rumble. Rumble is a great platform. It's got some great content, and check it out on rumble.com. And if you're a broadcaster and you're not using Rumble, then some people are using it, but I don't think they're using it that right. Okay, let's go back to the baseball here. Back to the sports, Rich. Stay on script. Here, let's see. Monday night, we had the Philadelphia Phillies, Captain Rehab's team there. They lost to the Giants. The Yankees beat the Royals 4-0 or 4-1. Phillies lost 10-4. Wow, they got waxed. This is Monday night now. Yankees beat the Royals 4-1. Red Sox lost 16-1. Wow, I like seeing the Red Sox lose. No Met action. Yesterday, we had the Phillies won against the Giants 6-4. And Yankees beat the Royals again 4-2. Still no Met action. Where are the Mets? They're playing tonight. They got to be playing tonight. They took the last 2 nights. They're playing the Twins this afternoon at 1:10. I'll probably have that on the TV here. And I'll be sitting in this chair watching it, Captain Rehab, so get over it. Let's see. Yankees and Royals play tonight at 7:05. And tomorrow night, which is Thursday, the wannabe Friday, we have Phillies and Giants once again. Mets playing the Cardinals, and the Yankees are playing the Rays. And is that what they're playing going into the weekend? Yeah, it looks like those are the teams that are going into the weekend. Mets and Cardinals, Yankees, and the Yankees are off Saturday. Sunday, yeah, we'll talk about that tomorrow. We'll talk about that Friday. So there's our baseball sports action as far as that goes. And Captain Rehab, he's going all bonkers and stuff like that. And what's it? Can you admit something to Rich? Can I admit something to you? What? Be careful. Be cautious of the next words you say, Captain Rehab. You know the limits there in the chat. I'm either going to post it or I'm not going to post it, okay? But I'll indirectly answer your question if you want to admit something, Captain. Captain Rehab, keep it real here. We like that. You get the clap. Hopefully you don't have the clap. I just had to say that. I'm sorry. I'm getting punchy here. We have 12 people on Rumble. Thank you. Thank you, Rumble. You guys rock. Let's go ahead and check some of the news. Let's see what the news is going on here on the let's see, Captain Rehab coming in. Let me pre-read this. I was watching church last night. Oh, really? That's okay. This is clean enough. I was watching a stream. That's funny. I don't think it's the right thing to do, though. I don't make prank. I have when I was younger. I was young and dumb. I made my share of prank calls and stuff, and it was wrong. I don't know if I'd want to make a prank call nowadays because they can trace those calls. It doesn't take much to trace those calls, folks. If you're on a phone or a landline or your cell phone, Look at all the TV stories. How did they catch the criminal? They always get the phone and they trace it where they're at. There might be some truth to that. So I always turn my phone completely off because it's a receiver. So no, I don't make no. Did you hear what I said, Captain Rehab? In my younger day, when I was young and dumb, when I was a teenager, even before I was a teenager, when I was in grade school, we made stupid calls. Okay, I call them stupid calls. I don't do that anymore because, like I said, they can trace. You'd be surprised. You should know. You know the technology that's out there. It's stupid. I mean, if for folks that and I know this for a fact that the county dispatch, the 911 center, people call 911, they hang up. Oh, they didn't hear. They don't know where that call. They know where it come from. It's you were young last week. Just saying. Thank you, guys. I like that's funny, and I know you're just kidding. I know you're just kidding there, Captain Rehab. Yeah. And let's see. Liberty says, "Is your fridge running?
Yep.
You better catch it." That was some. Oh yeah, that's. Is our refrigerator running?
It sure is.
We better go run. We better go chase after it and catch it. That's what Liberty said. I remember that one. That's a funny one, Liberty. Oh, are you age dating yourself? Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one, Liberty. Good one. Very good one. Let's see. Let's see what we have on Fox 40. Again, no affiliation to these particular news agencies, web pages that we're going to. I'm just showing the folks what's going on here in the southern tier of upstate New York. And Liberty says, "I think so." Okay. I just say that last one is like, okay, yeah. Let's see. Let's see. Garbage news. And what I mean by garbage news is about criminals and all that. Let's see how one local candy shop makes its sweets. Oh, this is interesting. Let's go ahead and present this one. This is about a local candy store getting ready for Easter. Of course, the last couple weeks going into the grocery stores, I've been looking at the Easter candy. We don't do the Easter candy anymore. Okay, let's go ahead and bring this one up. And let me turn off the... Oh, tell the missus about the... All right, hang on for a minute. She liked it. She liked it, Captain Rehab. she big smile, big laugh. That's a funny one. Okay, let's see. Let's turn this off here, folks, and we're going to look at a particular candy store. They're making Easter candy, so let's go ahead and listen to this one.
Welcome back. We all love our Easter candy, but what does it take for a chocolate shop to sell to thousands of customers? Fox 40's Mike White brings us to one local shop to see how they make their sweet treats.
Just another day of making holiday treats at Montrose-based chocolate shop Chocolates by Leopold. And for 15-year owner Michelle Depew, she says the store has seen tremendous growth since she took over, specifically during the Easter season.
The reason that it has grown is because we're still using fourth-generation German recipes. We haven't dummied down the recipes, even with the increased expenses in chocolate.
Starting preparation for Easter on February 19th, the location so far has sold 12,000 total chocolate molds and pops from the popular chocolate bunnies, eggs, and peanut butter cups.
We do a lot of molding, and it's all done by hand. We use the old-fashioned funnel stick method, and so you have to, with chocolate, it's tempered.
meaning the process of getting the chocolate to the right temperature to mold or decorate with. For the most popular item, the Butter Crunch, the process takes 2 days in all.
When it's set at a temperature that we need, we pour it onto our special table and spread it, cut it, and then it has to sit and cool. And then when it's cooled, then it gets put on the enrober.
Covering the candy kettle inside in a coat of chocolate before the factory hand covers the chocolate in nuts. The store sees triple the amount of customers during the Easter season. The reason? Tradition.
A child that got a chocolate cross is going to expect a chocolate cross next year. And if they always got a bunny that's white chocolate, they're going to expect that too. So it's family traditions.
And that secret ingredient has helped the Montrose location serve its customers since the late 1990s. Reported in Montrose, Mike White.
So the candy makers are getting ready for Easter, and Montrose, that's over in Pennsylvania. That's right across the border there. But they're getting the candy ready for Easter, which is this Sunday, and that's a big holiday here for the Christian faith and stuff. And like I said, we don't have the candy that much and stuff. The kids are grown and stuff, so we don't really, I there may be a bag of jelly beans or something like that, but. We don't, for the most part, we try not to eat because me and the missus were a little bit older and stuff. And, eating the candy is not really good and stuff. Look at that. Those are chocolate covered Oreos. Wow. That's pretty good. And it's windy out. Wow. The wind is blowing. It's got to be going at least 20 miles an hour out there, the way those trees are moving back and forth. Okay, let's see what else we have on the news here. You love the orange chocolate, Liberty?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the missus likes that too. Yeah, the orange chocolate's good. Orange chocolate. Hey, Big Juice. Yeah, where have you been? I've had this haircut for a couple weeks now, dude. You've seen me. Big Juice coming in from Ohio. You're late on the haircut thing. This is like 2 weeks worth of growth right now. Okay. Let's see, Halloween for the kids that might come. I live. That's something I would do, Captain. We don't. We where we live in the village. It's right at the beginning of the entrance to the village here, and we don't have anybody. The sidewalks across the street. We really don't get that. We don't do the Halloween bit anymore and stuff. And most of it is down in the central part of the village. And he buys a bag of candy from Sam Clubs. For kids that might come, I live down a dangerous street. Yeah, Philadelphia. Yeah, they're not really. That's the city. You bought the. Did you grow? You grew up in New York, right? Yeah, you grew up in New York. So, it was over there on Poughkeepsie. You live. Did you? Was it Poughkeepsie you grew up in? I'm trying to remember. Let's see. 2 weeks of growth isn't what it used to be. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, especially when you get older, Captain Rehab. Yeah, you were in New York, but that's right, Tarrytown. Okay, you're down there by what I'd still call the Tarrytown Bridge. It's what, the Memorial Mario Cuomo Bridge or something. That's a big bridge down there. I was down there. The last time I was down through there was a number of years back when my brother passed away down in New York City. I visited him just before he passed. He was down there in Queens Veterans Hospital, and I crossed that bridge a couple times there. It's a nice bridge. Coming up to the bridge, traffic was moving real quick, but once you got on the bridge, it just stalled out as far as that goes. Frog legs fishing. Big Juice. He's trying to catch up with Captain Rehab, I think. Captain wants you on his boat. I don't know if... there's water. there's water in it. Yeah, there's a river that passes over on the. Okay, let's see what else we got here on Fox 40. Let's see. We have. What else do we have? Let's see. On the news, how your local Easter chocolate. Did we have it? Yeah, we already showed that one. That was a repeat. And okay, that's it for Fox 40. Let's see, WEBO. Here in Owego, New York, April 18th. When is that? That's this Friday. Let's go ahead and bring this one up here. They got a new skate park in Marvin Park, which is in Owego. And, did you know that Van Cots is closing?
Van Cots or Van Horn?
Is it Van Horn?
Van Horn's is in Owego.
Let me see here.
Van Cots is either the mall or Bristol.
Okay, hang on. It's going to show up here again. We'll talk about Marvin Park here in just a minute. I want to wait till the local Van Cots Jewelry. Is that up at?
That's either in the Walmart Plaza or it's up in.
Oh, okay, up in Vestal. Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, after 100 years, they're finally closing. Oh, they are in the They're in the Walmart Plaza next to the Sam's Club.
Okay, yeah.
They're closing after 100 years. But the town of county chamber, Village of Owego is celebrating the grand opening of the skate park in Marvin Park. That's a park here in Owego. Tioga County Chamber, and this is from WEBO, my hometown news webpage. It's a radio station here in Owego, New York that I listen to, and they have multiple other channels that I listen to. Tioga County Chamber of Commerce is participating with the Village of Owego, is inviting the community for the grand opening ceremony and ribbon cutting ceremony at the new skate park in Marvin Park. And they did a good job there. We drive by it to go to the grocery store. The event will be held this Friday at noon. And according to the chamber, the state park represents $500,000 investment in youth recreation. And it gets used in youth recreation and community vibrance. The skate park project was part of the village's $2 million revitalization of Marvin Park, which funded through the New York State Downtown Revitalization Initiative. The Village of Owego Downtown Revitalization Initiative is made a huge impact with key projects like a new construction skate park at Marvin Park that will benefit both skaters and visitors. It's exciting to see all the progress that is being made here in Owego, and I can't wait to see the complete transformation of Marvin Park. And that's where they hold the county fair every year, is in Marvin Park. And the entire community in the near future, said New York State Secretary of State Walter T. Mosley. Designed by and built by Gridley Skate Parks, a California business firm known nationally for creating custom skate parks, the new facility replaces the old concrete slab and bolted on features with a custom cast in place layout of bowls, ramps, street elements. Its unique asset to the region offers a premier experience to local skaters and visitors. And it gets used quite often. I'm just waiting to see how long before the graffiti starts. So the skate park also honors the memory of Ryan Rufner, a passionate skater whose spirit and love for the sport helped inspire the vision for this space. The grand opening celebration will feature brief remarks, ribbon cutting, and opening skate times for riders to break in the new park. All are welcome to attend the kickoff. So that's big time news right there. The skate in memory, the Village of Owego skate park, as far as that goes. And let's see. Captain Rehab says, I will never eat anything that came out of any of the rivers in Philly. Okay, I would too.
Yeah.
Liberty says, tell the missus, no.
Hmm.
That's a rule I have. You can hear her. That's one of my rules. No family members, as far as that goes. She's the only family member that I have no problem. Okay, Liberty. It's just a particular thing.
She wants to see me.
No, that's not going to happen, Liberty. That's one of the set rules. What's that?
Especially not in my morning glory.
Yeah. She's still in her pajamas. No, that's not going to happen. And you understand? Okay, thank you, Liberty. Yeah. There was a time, Liberty, I can tell you, and the missus can attest to this. When I first started doing this years back, when I got out of the Air Force, I would have to have complete silence, and she hated that. So I loosened up in my old age here. So, and I know you guys enjoy hearing and whatnot, and that's the reason you're here. It's not because of me; it's because of her. So it's like, no, that's not gonna. I'm a stickler about privacy, and that's a venture that like I said, I have no problems because
I have a hunchback.
she doesn't have a hunchback. No, she doesn't have a hunchback. No. But thank you for understanding as far as that goes. It's just like it clears the air and stuff. I just okay. Let's see what else we got on Fox 40 here. I think it's fun having her, okay, and it makes it enjoyable as far as that goes. So I know you guys appreciate it. Let's see, what other news do we have? Oh, that's right. You both like orange chocolate. Yeah, you like orange chocolate. Yeah, she likes orange chocolate. Yeah, she likes anything. She likes chocolate. Yeah, it's orange chocolate. I like chocolate and stuff like that. Okay, I'll show that one. I think that's right on the good side. So Rich doesn't have a hunchback because the missus always telling me to stand up. When I was younger, I would always, because I'm 6'5", okay? I'm 6'5". That's how tall. If I'm standing up straight, I'm 6'5", and I'm about 260, 65 pounds, thereabouts, plus or minus 5 pounds. What happened? No, that's about right. I'm giving a plus or minus and stuff. I need to be below 250. You're missing the kitty cat? Oh, he's crying for the kitty cat. You hear him whining? Mm-hmm. Check it. See, I could show the cats. They don't mind, Liberty. The cats, they have free reign here. You would have never guessed. Yeah, I'm a pretty tall guy, but I have a habit of leaning over. When I was a kid, when I was in grade school, when I was in 6th and 7th grade, 6th, 7th, 8th, I was 6 foot. When I was in 8th grade, I was about 6'1", 6'2", and Captain Rehab saying hi to Jack. So yeah, I'm a tall guy, but I have a habit of leaning, and I have to be aware of that because when you're elderly, I hate saying that, but it's the truth, I guess. I'm a little older than what I used to be. Older people have a tendency of hunching over, so I got to stand up and put my shoulders back and stuff like that. So, okay, let's see. WEBO, anything else? Let's see on the local. Let me see. I want the local news here. Let's see. Home news local. Oh, let's see. Yeah, Vancott Jewelries is closing after 111 years. A well-known jewelry store is closing its doors over a century business. Yeah, they're up in the Triple Cities area. And okay, that's it for WEBO. No hunching in the chair. Exactly, Captain Rehab. I got to sit back here. Okay, let's see what's on WNBF. That's another radio station that's up there in Binghamton. And what's this article about? They're talking about a limited edition chip. Oh, no, that's not that interesting. If it doesn't interest me, I know it's not going to interest you folks. Oh, here we go. Let's go ahead and look at this one. This is an interesting article here on WNBF. And let me get the caption here. Okay, this is about Ross Park Zoo. You've heard me talk about Ross Park Zoo. Ross Park Zoo is a zoo in Binghamton, New York. And the state okays restoration project for the Binghamton Ross Park Carousel. This is one of many carousels. They've been waiting for funding, I guess, this carousel has been there for a long time. The carousel is an original carousel. As far as that goes, there we go. There's a picture right there of the. This is at the entrance of the zoo, and it used to be when the carousel. You don't see the horses or anything, but this is where it's at right now, and the entrance is right off to the left. And what is it? This is one of like 6, 7 carousels in the Triple Cities area. With the Southern Tier is known as the carousel capital of the world because all these carousels were built originally back in the 1910, 1920 timeframe, and they've been renovated several times. This one's being renovated, and it's good to restore it. And I remember as a kid when we first went to the Ross Park Zoo on a field trip. We'd come out of there. To be able to go on there, you had to collect a piece of litter and deposit it as you went through the gate to get on the horse and take a carousel ride. But this is being renovated. New York State has finally given the go-ahead for the long-awaited restoration of the century-old carousel at the Ross Park in Binghamton. The city has been planning the project that will relocate the historical merry-go-round to another spot in the park for more than a decade, because where it's at the entrance, it's a little bit how can I put it? It's congested, so they want to move this from its original spot to as far as that goes. So it's the Ross Park, it's closed, okay? And what is it? Ross Park Zoo executive Phil Ginter said the city has received state-approved approval for the planned restoration. State Historian Preservation Office officials have been reviewing details of the project. Gittner has informed WNBF news that they expect construction work will take place over the summer, and the park's carousel should be fully restored at the end of the year. And although the carousel will not be available for park visitors this summer, Gittner said it should be back operating next year. And to give you an idea, this is the entrance. The next picture is the entrance leading into the Ross Park Zoo, and it's right off to the left there. That's the entrance, and it's in a nice spot, but it does get congested there. So they're going to change it, and let's see. The rides has 59 jumping horses and 2 chariots, which were removed by the park on the city's south side back in 2024. In addition to the restoring carousel horses, plans call for the building a new shelter structure, which some of the other ones do have now. So this was more or less way out in the open, and you can see there it is. It's all gutted, and I don't think that's the original framework there, but the horses and for the carousel are, and they're gorgeous. They are gorgeous. The carousel spot in the park has been prone to flooding in recent years, so it will be moved to a higher ground nearby. It will be more centrally located between the zoo and the Discovery Center of the Southern Tier. Ginter suggests there might be possibility the carousel rides could be available for the holiday season later this year. So there we have it, the carousel as far as that goes at Ross Park Zoo. It's one of my favorite spots to go. And if you're ever in the area, you need to visit the Ross Park Zoo. It's a great place to go at, and I do enjoy it. Let's see, we have the Herschel Carousel Factory where I live, and locally there's two. Oh, you got two up in the Buffalo, one in the city, and where I live. Yeah, we have 7 of them. I think there's at least 6, or maybe I think there's at least 6 of them here in the Binghamton, Endicott, Johnson City, Endwell. They're all in there. And where the cats going? What are you guys being? Are you being chased, Jack? Come here. Come here. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. Be good. Be good boy. Be good boy. Be good boy. So I always like talking Ross Park Zoo. And if you're in the area, if you're ever in the Binghamton area, you need to go. This is one place along with the Roberson Center. Those are the 2 places you need to go. And I think the factory up there, Liberty, I think they've restored some of the other carousel horses, because I've heard of that. I've heard of that company there, the Herschel Carousel Factory. I think the one in Johnson City, I've heard that name before. I've heard that company before. So they've probably been doing some business, because these were built down there. Yes. Oh, they did? Okay, they did. Yeah, okay. So I remember some news article. I'm always fascinated with this, because these carousels have been around since the 1910, 1920. The one up in Osanego Park. We have, you got the museum up there. Oh, that's right. Yeah, the Carousel Museum. Okay, I've heard of that. If I'm ever in the area, I'm coming to sit in the famous chair. Oh, Captain Rehab, yeah. It's not the famous chair. It's the famous chair. You're on that chair kick. It's starting to just to get a little old, the chair thing. You got to come up with a little, the material there, new material and stuff. Okay, so that's on WNBF News Radio 1290 AM. I listen to their afternoon news shows and stuff like that. They're pretty good. So that was a good one there. I always like talking about the Ross Park Zoo. Let's see, WBNG. Let's see what's on WBNG. What do we got here? Who passed away? Who's this guy? Wink Mattendale, legendary game show host, passed away at 91. God bless you. Godspeed, sir. Let's see. We have anything on... I'm not seeing anything on WBNG. Okay, let's see. Anything? No, I'm not seeing anything really of... Oh, here's a good story. This is a good baseball story. We'll go with this one. This is about Jackie Robinson. Jackie Robinson's grandson reflects on his family's legacy as Major League honors the breaking of the color barrier with Jackie Robinson, a great ball player for the Brooklyn Dodgers. And let's go ahead and bring this one in and listen to this. We got it. Yeah, there we go. Bring this one in here. Southern Tier ties to the civil rights leader. I guess he was a civil rights leader there, Jackie Robinson. So let's listen to this one.
Major League Baseball celebrates Hall of Famer Jackie Robinson on April 15th across all of the game. In 1947, on that day, Robinson broke the baseball color barrier, making his Major League debut. I got a chance to speak with Robinson's grandson and Binghamton University student Busaro about what the game of baseball has meant to him and his family.
The game of baseball, for me, is a lot more than just a sport.
For Busaro Robinson and his family, baseball is much more than just America's pastime. It's provided a pathway for change in America. 77 years ago on this day, Busaro's grandfather, Jackie, broke the color barrier in Major League Baseball.
I know that the impact that my grandfather made was something that is substantial beyond words.
Jackie Robinson was the first player of Black or African descent to play in the majors, debuting for the Dodgers in 1947. Busaro tells 12 Sports, though, baseball was just one part of the person his grandfather was. The game did not define him, but it helped him spread a bigger message than just that of baseball.
It was a platform more than anything that allowed him to kind of show his courage and the strength that it took for him to kind of do what it did.
His grandfather's message has resonated with Busaro. The Binghamton Jr. looks to return home to Tanzania after graduation. He hopes to improve both the way of life in Africa and create greater educational opportunities.
I aspire to be half the man that he was, and figuring out kind of how I want to change the world, how I want to impact, how I want to change lives, and just like my grandfather did, has been a thought in my mind for a long time.
Busaro's grandfather's legacy has reached well off the field. Robinson served in the military and was a civil rights activist after retirement from the game. Robinson was elected into the Baseball Hall of Fame in 1962, his first time on the ballot.
Baseball was a great starting point for his legacy, and it really allowed him to kind of put himself out there and, having an audience, showing a skill set that he kind of excelled at.
And on Sunday, as part of the Rumble Pony celebration of Jackie Robinson, Busaro took the mound at Mirabito Stadium to throw out the first pitch between Binghamton and the Hartford Yard Goats. The team will also hold its Jackie Robinson night later on this season after the event was postponed over the weekend, that due to inclement weather.
So Jackie Robinson's grandson is here in the southern tier of upstate New York. He goes to Binghamton University, which is a university it's in Vestal, but it's named Binghamton University. Vestal is right next to Binghamton, and it's right there on the border. But it's Binghamton University, a very good campus, if I do say myself. It's one of those campuses. So I didn't know we had a relative of a legend here in the southern tier of upstate New York. What are you doing, Buggy? You running around all over the place. You want to come up on the lap? You want to say hi to everybody? Come on. You want to come up? Buggy's one of the 5 cats here. You got Jack up here. Come on. Come on up here. Come on. Up. You want to come up? You want to say hi to everybody? She doesn't like to be picked up, so I don't want to pick her up. She's just sitting here. She's getting bored. Here, maybe I can pick her up. Come here. Good. Oh, you're good. There she is. There's Jack. There. Oh, you're okay. Okay, go ahead. Okay. She doesn't like being picked up. You're okay. Come here. You're a good kid. She likes the pets, though. Okay. Go on. Go. You want to come up? You can come up. I invited you up. You can come up. Come on. You want to sit on the lap? Come on. Up. Come on. Okay. You just stay right there. She doesn't like to be picked up, though. Let's see here. Let's see. Stan Rojek, who used to own a dairy here, also played with Jackie Robinson. His locker was right next to. Oh, really? That's neat. That's neat. That's what I love about history when you tie it in, and just to be able to, his grandson of Jackie Robinson. What are you running around for, girl? She's trying to get attention. That's great. Thank you for sharing that, Liberty. Thank you very much. That's interesting. That is very interesting. Jackie Robinson, a great American ball player, and God bless him. Godspeed. As far as that goes. Let's see. That was an interesting sports story there on Channel 12, WBNG, no affiliation with Channel 12 News, but it does give you a chance to see what's going on here in the southern tier of upstate New York. That cat, I tell you. She's running around all over the place. I don't know what's going on with her. Oh, my God. Okay, so that's WBNG. Let's check WAAL. And we talked about beers in the backyard, and we talked about the Ross Parks. Actually, the article's on the WAAL 99.1 FM. That's another radio, it's a classic rock channel I listen to also. They have the same articles as WNBF, their sister stations. Let's see, Channel 34. What do we got on Channel 34? Early snowflakes taper off. Yeah, we already saw the snowflakes today. Let's see. I'm not seeing. What's this one? Does this have a? They still have these. They still have Easter egg hunts. This is Channel 34. Let's go ahead and bring this one up. This is on Channel 34. It's about the Easter egg, a return of the Easter egg hunt. Yeah, Binghamton largest Easter egg hunt returns for another year. I remember as a kid going to Easter egg hunts. Let's see what this one's about here.
Just Easter egg hunt is preparing for its 12th edition this weekend. The Children's Charity of Greater Binghamton is hosting the hunt Saturday at Rec Park in Binghamton. With the support of Mirabito Energy Products and the city's Parks and Rec Department, it's a fun-filled 2 hours wrapped around a frenzied search for colorful plastic eggs filled with candy and other goodies. As is customary, the park will be divided into 4 sections for ages 0 to 3, 4 to 7, 8 to 10, and for those with special needs. Children's Charity President Liz Bucci-Burns says a year of planning and weeks of egg stuffing culminate in more than 1,000 children filling their buckets with goodies.
We started out with 5,000 eggs at our first hunt, and now we're up to 30,000 eggs. So we see what it's done for our community, brought people together, families, and our friends that are in town for Easter come to volunteer, and it's just awesome to step back and kind of see it all unfold every year.
The free egg hunt is dedicated to the memory of West Side resident Harper Stantz. The event runs from 10 to noon Saturday, rain or shine, with the hunt starting at 11. Mirabito will provide free pizza, candy, coffee, and hot cocoa, and the carousel will be open for rides. And there will be DJ Louis G spinning tunes and an appearance by the Easter Bunny. And kids, never mind what anyone tells you, I can confirm that Louis G is real.
So, Binghamton Park, the recreation park in Binghamton, they have one of the carousels. So it's operational. So that'll be a fun day for the kids.
For his
Oh, what happened here? I turned that off, didn't I? Yeah, I turned it off. So the kids will have fun there in Recreation Park in Binghamton. That's one of the locations, like I said, of like 6 carousels we have. They'll have the Easter egg hunt there in the park, and then they can go on the carousel afterwards and stuff. That's pretty cool. That's a good story. I like that. Let's see. What else do we have? Anything? Okay, let's see. WENY. This is over out in Elmira. And I'm not seeing anything. Oh, Firefighters Association prepares for 16th annual recruiting campaign. What's this all about? Is this a video with that? No. Okay. But New York State, the Firefighters Association of State of New York, FASNY, is gearing up for the 16th annual campaign, April 26th to the 27th. The statewide initiative invites the public to visit their local fire departments to learn more and see how you can help, I guess. And that's on WENY. Okay, let's see. What else do we have? And not much. No, there's not much else on there. Let's see. Channel 18. This is on in Elmira too. There's anything there? No, nothing out there. That pops out. I'm looking for stories that pops out. If it interests me, that's what I want to present. So there's nothing out. Elmira sort of. Let's see. Penny Saver. Let's see. What are they talking? Wrestling. I don't like wrestling. Nothing there on the penny saver. Let's see, W 92.5 KGB. That's a hard rock radio station in Binghamton. They're pretty good. They're a good radio station. KISS 104, same articles as WNBF and the Whale. Let's see, going up Buffalo Way. That's where Liberty's at. I'm looking at do you listen to 106.5 WYRK? That's the country channel up there in Buffalo. There's nothing really on their page. National Chicken Wing Chain expands in Buffalo, New York. Let's see, what's that about? The crowded chicken wing market in Buffalo is going to have some more competition very soon. On the heels of opening up their first location early this year, the chain Wing Shop has announced they are opening second location in May, while several more expect across Western New York soon. Wingstop opens first location in Western New York. Wingstop opened its first location in Buffalo back in January 13th of this year, 2025, right in the M&T Plaza on Delaware Avenue at the corner of Hethrel Ave. The location has been very busy, so they got chicken wings up there in Buffalo. That's where they were invented. Just like down here in the Southern Tier, the Speedies were invented here in Southern Tier. Speedies, you're gonna have to look it up. Look up Speedies, Lupos. You can buy Speedies if you want. Okay, let's see. Anything else on that page? And the other radio station I look at is up there. Nothing on the Broadway market. No, I don't see any article. No. The other, just so you know, Liberty, I look at Power 93.7 WBLK. They have the same article as the previous. So I guess they're sister stations up there in Buffalo. So, see, I'm tuned into Buffalo. Okay, so I think that's it, folks. Where are we at in time? Oh, wow, we're over 2 hours. Oh, my God. And, Big Juice with the heads back and forth there. Okay, Big Juice. Rich puts dollar bills in the Easter egg hunt. Yeah. We have the neighbors I had before over here. We have a large area, and my previous neighbor, when my kids they would have her kids, my kids, they would do an Easter egg hunt right out here back, some 20 years ago, 25 years ago when we first moved here. But yeah, nothing. I saw nothing on the news there about on the Broadway market. What's Broadway? Is that a new store going in up there? Let's see. Let me. Let's see. I want to see what Google says about that, Liberty. Let's see. Let's see. I'm going to Google Broadway market in Buffalo, New York. And what does it say for news? City of Buffalo. The mayor celebrates the official start of Easter season at the historical Broadway Market. Oh, that's an actual location up there. We're getting close. When could the revitalization of Buffalo's Broadway Market begin? Oh, so they're looking at that's like God, what's that place up in Boston? They have all the stores and stuff like that. The Buffalo, New York, year-round and seasonal vendors at the historical Broadway Market are ready and eager to greet visitors for a fun, festive Easter season at the historical Broadway Market. Today, the mayor announced the official start of the 2025, and this is as of April 5th. This is a couple weeks ago. But it talks about the Broadway Market. That's what Liberty was talking about on the Rumble side there. And start of the 2025 Easter season as a special blessing of the basket ceremony. In attendance with several dignitaries, blah, 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 blah. Visit Buffalo Broadway Market at Easter time is a tradition for many families in Buffalo. Oh, I didn't know that. In Western New York. Family-owned businesses passed from generation to generations have created some of the city's best loved food and memories for generations. We are looking, the next time I'm up in Buffalo, I'm going to see if I can visit that Liberty. That looks like a cool place to go. God, what was the market in Boston? Name of market in Boston. What's the name of the market? Faneuil Hall Market. That's the one up in Boston. That's a great. If you're ever in Boston, go to Faneuil Hall Market. Oh my God, that place is great. I couldn't think of it. So the Buffalo Market. That's what that's reminding me of. Or the Broadway Market in Buffalo. It's reminding me of the Faneuil Hall Market there, Liberty. That's good. That's cool. Very good. Thank you. Good deal. Easter is the best time, she says. That's good. And Big Juice says, you and the missus doing it. No, we'll just be hanging out. We have family coming in the following weekend, as far as that goes. And let's see, at the Broadway Market, homemade pastries, chocolate, sausage, and that sounds like Faneuil Hall. Faneuil Hall is like that. And plus that's probably been there for a while too, right? When did that goes back into the early days of Buffalo, I would imagine. So a little bit of New York there and stuff, and that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Let's see. Let me just double check the news. See if there's been any updates. No updates there. Let's see, any updates there? No updates there. WNBF. Rich loves his opera. I don't like opera. Big Juice. Big Juice. I love my opera. Yeah, right. Yeah. I can't stand opera. It's like I don't understand that crap. There's people that love it, and there's a lot of money involved in it too. So, okay, so there's the opera. Loves my opera. Let's see. WBNG. Let me double check as far as that goes. We got any updated news the last hour? No, we did the Jackie Robinson. Okay, we did that. I'm really surprised there's nothing on WENY. I'm not seeing anything. Okay, nothing there. So, what do we have in the general news? Let me see what we got for world news. Have we got anything of interest there? Let's see. News. Let's see. News or you snooze? Let's see. Nope, same old stuff. Let's see, go local. Nothing local. How about U.S.? Anything U.S.? No, it's the same garbage. Nothing new. Just a different day. Worldwide, we're not seeing anything. I scan over the headlines and stuff like that, so it's just... Oh, here's something on TechCrunch. What's this? Meet Neptune. What's Neptune? Neptune, a TikTok alternative where creators can hide likes and follow counts. I've never heard of this. When did this come out? When did this article come out? April 14th. What's the status on TikTok? Is TikTok going to go away? I'll check this out. Neptune is one of the newest short-form video apps on the block, seeking to compete with major players like TikTok, Instagram Reels, and YouTube Shorts. The app currently is in beta, has attracted attentions from, I'm going to have to check this out. It's attracted hundreds of thousands of users, 970. Neptune announced Monday that it's preparing to launch the app on the App Store next week, with plans to roll out on the Google Play Store in 6 months. So, okay, so it's going to be available for those Apple folks first. Okay, that's okay. You just lost my interest there. You just lost my interest there, Neptune. I'm not even going any further. So, and that's it. That's it for, I guess. I'm lucky I can turn on my your computer. Okay. Yeah. I wonder what. Let me see. Let's see what the latest is. TikTok. I'm curious now. I mentioned because the President Trump extended. Let's see TikTok. Let's see if we get a status on TikTok, because I know there's buyers. Chinese factories are flooding TikTok with luxury goods. Not so fast, experts say. Okay, it's getting involved in the trade wars, but let's see. Let's see, status. Let's see, status. TikTok status. Let's see what we have. Status in limbo still, I guess. Let's see, TikTok ban, all the news on the app shut down and return. Okay, this is on The Verge. After briefly going dark, and when's this article? When did this come out? April 6th. We don't have anything. TikTok is back in the App Store. Even after Donald Trump issued an executive order instructing Attorney General not to take any action enforcing the act for a period of 75 days on January 20th. So what's 75 days after January 20th? Google and apps both restored. So let's see, 75 days from January 20th. You got January 20th, you got February 20th, that's 30 days. March 20th is 60 days. So, we're at 75 days. So what's going on? The ban is still on the books as politicians look into it. Okay. Let's see, TikTok status still in limbo. This is January 6th. Do we have anything current? That status is from 10 days ago. Not seeing anything. Let me see. Well, we'll just have to wait and see. I guess no news is good news. I know there's been a lot more commercials on the TV as far as that goes with TikTok. So let's see, banners. Okay, I think that's about it, folks. We're going to go ahead and exit stage left here and get our day started. And I want to say thank you. Let's see. Want to say thank you for those that came into the chat. That being Tina this morning from Jersey, our Jersey girl. Thank you, Tina, for being here. Tony D, thank you, sir. My brother veteran, my good friend and fellow broadcaster. Thank you very much for being here. Tony D was in the chat. And as we go down the list to show appreciation and recognize those people in the chat, we have Captain Rehab. Thank you, Captain Rehab, for being here. Greatly appreciate that as far as that goes. And who is this person? That's interesting. I'll have to check that out there. Thank you, Captain Rehab. You kept it real. Thank you, Wandering Australian. He popped in here. Our good friend from down under there on the great continent and country of Australia. Glad to have you here, the Wandering Australian. Greatly appreciate. Thank you, Liberty. Liberty, thank you very much thank you. You have a great day up there in Buffalo, the Buffalo area. That's where she's at. And Liberty, thank you for taking part in the chat there on the Rumble side. We almost had a read campaign there on Rumble, but thank you for the folks that are watching on Rumble currently right now. Rumble rocks. And Captain Rehab and Liberty. And I think the last person we had was Big Juice. Big Juice came into the house. So let's see, where's Big Juice at on this listing here? Well, Captain Rehab and Liberty, they were really talking it up in the chat. So I really appreciate that because you're spending a little bit of your time. There's Big Juice. Big Juice was here also coming in from Ohio. Thank you, Steve. Greatly appreciate you popping in as far as that goes. And as always, you are always welcome. And I want to say thank you for the people that are watching right now live. Thank you for those replay players, watchers, viewers. Greatly appreciate that. We had some great numbers on Monday and stuff. That really, it just amazes me. Thank you very much. I am humbled by that as far as that goes, because I'm one that always says, if I only have 2 or 3 people that watch, I think I'm a big success. So you guys are putting it over the top. So thank you very much. Because again, you are spending a little of your time to watch this knucklehead yap. And it's not taken lightly. I really appreciate that, folks. So I want to say thank you very much. And with that, you can follow me over on X at Fireman Rich. That's where I post most of my stuff. Actually, all my stuff I post is right there. I do post on some other platforms. Just Google at Fireman Rich, and you'll see where I post at over there. But with that, we are at the end. I would say thank you. A very good 2 hours and 19 minutes. We haven't had one of those in a long time. We just had a lot to talk about here. So you all have a good one. Again, take care. We're working towards the weekend. I'll be broadcasting the audio podcast tomorrow on Spotify for creators, and then we'll be back here Friday for the Friday morning coffee. So you all have a great one. Enjoy, live life, have fun. Ciao for now. As always, peace. Take care, folks, and thanks again, as always. And we are out of here. Take care, folks.